Siddhataishure Sint Aramakena Tetema Koranta Idamishurun Tele Nichtenta Aromakulurundora Nereya Sireri Tarego. Welcome to this light language transmission today. If you hear sounds, these are my animals. I am surrounded by them for this transmission today. I'm not sure why, but they felt like it was needed because they are around me, like a few inches away. The cat is clearing my desk and the dog is right next to me. They are sleeping, so we'll see what comes through today. There's a lot of clearing energy happening. Maybe it's raining where you are, or you have been clearing something. I'm seeing someone who creates waterfalls. Oh wow, I'm hearing something about your dragon. If you have a green dragon, green or golden dragon, it might show you its face, or you might see a face while connecting to your dragon. That's what I'm hearing. There's also something about how do I describe this? It feels like, or it looks a bit like when people are not aligned, when humans are not aligned, it's as if they were standing beside themselves. They are not in alignment, not, one body is next to another body. It's not everybody in one line, sort of. It feels like it's dispersed. Do you say this? It's yes, and some of these, it looks like shadows that when they all come together they form a white light, but when they are not together they look like shadows. And some of these shadows in some beings are dispersed. That's what I'm getting. They're all over the place. Some of them are not even there. They need to be called back. So maybe you have been calling back your energy, or you feel tired or sad or not aligned, or things happen to you that show you that there's a realignment to be done again. And sometimes it's just calling back some of these energies. They look like shadows. I don't know if we can call shadows back to us, or maybe you have worked on some of your shadows. Koren teranimi kumatitare nilisumaku usitana romaishirita karamoro ra andelimando unda araniteke si ashuru telenenda ara kro orte erenta inkalam to korunta alinini yasirenimi. I can see a huge dragon. Dragons are very near, and it looks like it's raining a lot, or there's some clearing happening, and this dragon is just putting a wing out so you can stay in a dry space, but the rain is still, you can still smell the rain and the freshness of the clearing water. There's something about water as well, and your dragon doesn't need clearing. I hear it can help you clear things out because it is always strong and has a skin that is not see-through, and dark energies cannot come through their skin because they are made of ashes, I hear, and darkness also. A lot of dragons seem to come from darkness, but they work for the light now, I hear. Interesting. Wow. So if you have children, or you can remember when you were a child, I hear an animal has been assigned to you or given to you. It's like a bit like when we come to earth and we have always angels looking out for us and protecting us, and there's always an animal. And in the first 7 years, I hear soul time, so the first 7 years of our lives on earth, we are in a soul space, and this animal can change its form to adapt to who we really are. And after the year of 7, I can see a huge red cat that looks a bit like Garfield. I don't know why I can see a smiling Garfield. So it gets clear. Maybe the shape shifts less and less with the age, and some children from the stars, there are a lot of new children also on earth that have families that are very aligned and connected. They bring their own animal with them, and everything is much more accelerated. It is faster. They are talking about manifestations happening much faster in the new age, the new world. So when you think or wish for something and you're very aligned, and there's something about, and you know what this animal looks like, who this animal is. And yes, for some of you it can be a dragon. I hear also it is I can see many of them, and some of them look like stuffed animals. They are very fluffy, and I can see so many of them. and they are like a higher version of you. Something is also important with colors. So the colors you wear, the colors of your animals, the color of your car. You have a main color, or a color that is very important. Also, it has to do with the animal that is always with you. This is interesting. Dikinto orenetakla unto remekeranda emo unte e talguru unte is kisa unte kliketa aisiketamte e shurutunda alende igus are ere samuko orente aramalununtu uti I am in, I don't know how to explain this. It feels like a dimension in which everything is floating, and different animals float, different, I see shells, different things float around. It doesn't seem like there's heaviness at all. But as soon as the mental space is, or kicks in and decides where it wants to go or what it wants to do, it's happening very fast. So I don't know what this floating state is describing, but it is helping us to manifest, as I believe. Us amta ereshna kara and grow otikara and ilu urunde irenada. Now here you have been remembered lately that you can choose between faith and fear, and both are okay, you have a cat leaving. Faith over fear. You can choose. You can choose which one you want to nourish. It's something about invisible things in our lives that are becoming more and more visible, or they can be felt. Okay, so goodness. I have a huge cat and he's hopefully not kicking down all my crystals. Okay, so you either have a cat or an animal, or this animal that has been given to you since birth, or before, I hear, even before. It's this being wants to go out, or wants to come out, or be visible to you. It wants something, and it is much more careful. Why does careful come through? It will help you with your mind, because my mind is constantly trying to understand what I'm getting, and it's not about understanding, it's about staying in this feeling of flow, things coming, going, and using the mental like our capacity to focus to reach our goals and to attract what we need to move forward. Someone has heartache or pain in the chest area. It will help you heal, because animals touch our hearts. I feel more an invisible animal, not one that you have around you. But the color of those animals could give you the color of your spirit animal. This being that wants to come through might come through just very quickly. You might just get a glimpse of it. But it is very happy and somehow nervous? I don't know. Or you are nervous to meet it, or as a child, as a very small child, you might have seen this being and talked to it. I can see a rabbit. This is interesting because it's talking about something you have hidden inside of you. This animal is, I don't know if it's a symbol or if it's the opposite of something that you are not living in your life, or you have blocked, or something that is difficult for you to move on. I hear it's a little thing that can be solved, but when it's solved, it will have a huge impact on your life. So this message is about this being that has always been with you. It's not a it's not like the usual spirit animals, you know, like the wolf or the bear. It is one that you wouldn't choose by yourself. How do I explain this? It's not the animal you think it is. It will show itself to you, and you will know exactly why this animal shows up. It can, for some of you, it can still change forms. So you might try or connect with it and see one, you know, shape, a form, a certain animal, and then you connect with it another time and it might be something different. because this being is helping you. It will come to you as an animal first, but it feels like a being that has always walked with you in spirit, or in an invisible world, parallel world, in which it floats. And you have reached this space. Apparently, you have reached through, I don't know what you've done, meditations, or maybe work on yourself. You have reached this dimension, and this is why this animal wants you to see it or realize something. I get that as soon as you see it, you will know which part of your life is meant or blocked, or like there's something in your life that you have blocked, or you don't want to see, or it's just not your thing, or you are not doing it. And this animal will show you how it could be done somehow. I hope this makes sense. Someone has a lot of pain in their heart. Maybe it can soothe this pain. And I'm getting, because this being is living in this dimension where everything is floating, and telepathy, or the focus of the thoughts, are directly bringing in what was being thought. It can help you a lot. So this is a message to connect with this being. And the funny thing is, I got my animal while channeling this for you, and it's very interesting. I would never have thought, and it has something to do with my childhood as well. I don't know if this being has been given to you from your soul family, your star family, because it feels like a bit like, the teddy bears and the little stuffed animals we give to newborns or babies on Earth. It's very similar to this, but it's an invisible being that is only visible to you. No one else can see it, and you might have talked to it when you were a child. You might even have had your own language speaking to this being, because you are made of the same cloth, I hear, or you come from the same star, far away star. Okay, they are sending light language through so you can connect with this being now. They're not even asking, or they're asking you to drink something. I'm suddenly very, very thirsty. So before you connect, drink something, water, or yes, they're showing me a waterfall, so clear water would be great. they say just a few glasses, so maybe quite a bit. And then you can sit down or lay down and just see if it wants to appear now or if it wants to show itself to you later on. And it will be quick. I hear it's something that will happen very quickly. You will get a glimpse of it. You will get a color, a shape. Maybe this animal, it's an animal I hear, will be doing something, or you know, watch out for what is it doing. Is it looking at you? Is it running away from you? Is it showing you something? Okay, my cat is all over the place. He's not usually like this. So this being really wants to talk to you or show you something and wants your attention. So I hope you've found some clear water to drink. He's going crazy. Grinta aremtikli uratanta kare isakare shikuru maliginta. Lento umakenda amake shuruntu kuntekeli kana makatenara a Omt erenda aim namuko Runt erena makalena wakaiti itarana kita sakarinto umake Ash amko utunta alene detana arenda ulu uiki Ama mte eline toto umkere isa umako indigi lendenta indigo usashiri nalano. Valente ima mtara mokumpa arenenda arenes ikish ara olo ore ina neneka as edare. Very interesting because upon leaving it said, I'm not your spirit animal, so I don't exactly know who this being is, but it has been by your side always, and it has grown with you, it has adapted with you, and it has something to say to you. I hope you got a glimpse of it, or a message, or a color, or a feeling, or something. You can repeat this every time you feel like repeating it, with the light language or without. Oh, this is beautiful. I just had 2 beautiful birds flying onto the tree just in front of my window. This is a pair, so there's also a message about freedom and becoming a pair, or coming together of 2 beings that are from the same star or the same energy. This is beautiful. I hear again, you will get a glimpse. So it's something that is very light, it's a glimpse. It's not something in your face, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your attention. It feels a bit like someone speaking on the mic saying, thank you so much for your attention, now you can go, you can leave now. Okay, so thanks so much for being here. And I'm looking forward to the next one. I love you. Take care. Hope you're doing well, and if not, I'm sending you a lot of healing energies.